Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 65 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Up the middle with Eckler. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. This defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop him before that 1st down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Carr on the out route. This is Adams with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
94 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now Carr, got to have this one. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, Jacobs once more. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, it's Eckler. It's a room to maneuver. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chargers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.